And the scene opens up with a whole bunch of people glocked up and ready, and a shipment arrives carrying a dinosaur. And the mere fact that they need this many men just to handle one should really tell you how dangerous this thing is. And they all start to push this thing, trying to get it in its containment. But just when it looked like everything was going well and that nothing bad could happen, the gatekeeper arrives, and he's a black man. And you might be asking, why is that such a bad thing? Because if we just look at this picture one more time, I don't see an ounce of color. And we can even take a look at the main cast. The only black one was Samuel Jackson, and he wasn't even there for the longest. And you mean to tell me, out of every single person, after he tries to open the gate, this thing bumps into it, causing him to fall to the ground, and he's the one getting dragged. Again, not an ounce of color on the screen, and the first person to die in the movie is a black man. Like, come on, bruh. This movie came out in the 90s. Are we actually shocked? And unfortunately for my brethren, it was raps, because they really sent one dude trying to pull him while the others are trying to shock the velociraptor. Like, come on, my guy. You mean to tell me y'all have over 50 niggas and only one is trying to pull him? They didn't even care about bro. But after that sad death, we focus our attention to the Dominican Republic, where we see these people digging underground and they discover something. And when we take a quick zoom at it, we see it's a mosquito, and it's gonna be very important. But before that, we go over to our main characters discovering some dinosaur fossils. But while they were doing that, this helicopter pulls up with this man coming towards them and giving them an offer. And he tells them that he owns an island where they kinda do experiments, and that he's actually discovered something. And I'm not gonna lie, I'ma pose you right there. You own an island where y'all do experiments? Yeah, count me out, gang. Ain't no way. But obviously they decide to agree. They head over to the island, and when we get there, they land, hop into vehicles, and start to drive to where they need to go. But while they were driving, they come to a halt, and they start to look to the side, and they see a huge, real dinosaur. And I'm not even gonna attempt the name without doing research, because some of y'all, being dinosaur nerds, really threatened my life. So yes, Oracle has changed. I am delivered. I don't like mans no more.
Nigga, you gay.
But based on how it looks, I'ma just say this is a Brachiosaurus. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments without threatening my life, please. And after he tells them that there are lots more of them, they look in the distance and see herds of these dinosaurs. But after that, they keep it moving and head over to the amusement park that is currently in the works. And he brings them to this room, which is basically a slideshow telling them of how they managed to bring these dinosaurs to life. And I'm gonna explain to y'all because y'all want these long ass videos. So the simplest way I can put it is, there were obviously mosquitoes still in the dinosaur times, and they discovered a mosquito that still had dinosaur blood in it, and it was completely covered in sap. So they extracted blood from the mosquito and managed to manipulate the DNA and able to make the dinosaurs. And apparently all these dinosaurs are females, so they can prevent breeding with one another. But my dude in the all black fit and glasses has a problem with that.
Listen, if there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free.
And sorry that I have to cut you off, my brother, but he is spitting. If there's one thing that man cannot control, is Mother Nature. There's quite literally a movie where people tried to control Mother Nature and it backfired. And I already know I'm about to get some nerds in my comments talking about some, well, Haku, that is actually incorrect. Shut your ass up. You're trash as shit. Nigga, hop off my dick for once. But after that, they head over to where the raptors are being held, and they bring up a whole cow to feed these niggas. And the very second that thing lands in there, they started to go crazy. And I do not speak cow, but I'm pretty sure that nigga said, they digging in me. Help, they digging in me.
I like you, and I want you.
And while they were in this room discussing about the park's plans in terms of money, merchandise, and all of that, my boy over here, again spitting by the way, is saying that, yo, you are holding a powerful type of power in your hand, and you are just throwing it out there without any type of real precaution. And I 100% agree, because this man is talking about some treating dinosaurs as zoo animals. That was obviously a flaw from the beginning. And the best possible way that this man thought of in his big brain to prove to them that this amusement park would work is to send them on the ride. Mind you, he is sending them on the ride. Why aren't you coming with us, nigga? And you know what makes it worse? This man doesn't only send them, he also sends his grandkids with no security, with no weapons, or no type of armor. Gotta be the worst grandfather of all time. And I'm not gonna lie, if I was the parents, you would never see my damn kids a day in your life, nigga. But while they're on the ride, they get to the place where the T-Rex is being held, and while they're waiting, they see nothing. So to lure the T-Rex towards them, they pull out missing. But even after pulling out the goat, it still doesn't come. And my guy over here even says that he doesn't think that the T-Rex will show up, because obviously a T-Rex would want to hunt, not just to be fed, which is a very valid point. So after it doesn't show up, they keep it moving.
Look at this. See?
Jumped out of a moving vehicle that is driving around dinosaurs. Yeah. And mind you, they can't control the vehicles. Only the people here can control the vehicles. But the reason they actually went out is because they saw this triceratops on the floor, and it is actually sick. And she goes over to check on it and goes around to see what it could have eaten for it to be this sick. But with the weather getting worse and them being told that they should head back, they all go over except for this woman. And we reach the point where we learn why everything started to go to hell, with this dude being all types of nervous, hacks the security system while he's going, and literally starts stealing samples of each dinosaur, even the T-Rex. And from my base knowledge, which I'm not gonna lie is not a lot, because I was watching this scene while sleeping, I'm not even kidding, he is stealing these samples to go and sell them. That's what I learned from this. But they see that a whole bunch of the fences are starting to fail and shut down, which is the only things that are keeping the dinosaurs contained. And my dude even stole a jeep just to go meet up with the people that he's selling the things to. And because most of the electrical systems went down, the cars even stopped, and they're right in front of where the T-Rex is being held. And while they were sitting there just chilling, my boy over here feels a vibration coming from somewhere, and with each vibration it gets louder and louder. And he uses these night vision goggles to see if the goat is still there, and it is gone. And when we look up, this thing is standing there menacingly. And the next thing that happens, I'm not gonna lie, if there are women that really hate and despise men that are watching this video, I can't even blame you for this scene. And the man that we are going to be focusing on is this dude right here, who is in the car with the kids, and he decides to leave.
What's wrong with him? Something wrong with this nigga, bro.
And if there are any dudes in my comments finna talk about some, oh, come on, Rocco, if that was you, you would have done the same thing. And you know what? You're right. There are many things in this world that I can let slide. He actually did a reasonable thing. If there were other grown people with him, bro, you left kids. Kids, my nigga. I don't give a damn what y'all say about me. I am not leaving kids alone. And I know it's a T-Rex. What am I finna do? Oh, I mean, stand there. Because from the movie's logic, if you just stand there, the T-Rex won't see you. So obviously, I'm finna do that. But this nigga decided to abandon the children. And it gets worse. Because after this man ran away, and these two in the car literally saw him run away, by the way, the fence starts to break. Because this thing is ripping through that bit, and it starts to attack the kids. And what do the grown men in the other car do? They are staring at the kids getting attacked like this.
Is this nigga serious?
Not only did this thing have enough time to break through the top of the car, these niggas saw all of that unfold and still are staring at them. And you mean to tell me that this thing managed to flip the car over before you managed to help them? Like, nigga! He obviously had the capability of being able to lure the T-Rex away from the kids. And bro decided to let this thing flip over the car before he did anything. Worst human I have ever seen. And hey, he does have a redemption arc, but I don't think I'm gonna forget this, my guy. And this dude over here starts to lure the T-Rex away from them, even heading towards where this dude is literally hiding, which is the bathroom, and the T-Rex breaks through that entire thing. Oh nah, I got my man lacking while he was taking a dump. And it obviously kills my boy, which is honestly deserved. You're a rotten piece of... I'm not even gonna say it because PG. And he manages to pull the girl out, but the moment she gets out of there, she screams. And I'm not gonna lie, usually I would be like, why would you do that? But in this instance, again, these are children, my nigga. I gotta be sympathetic. Because if we finna keep it a bean, keep it a stack, keep it a hundo, if I was a kid in this exact situation, I would probably do the same thing. And so would you. You're not that tough. You're not the main character. Stop acting like that. And this thing starts to spin the car around, and mind you, the boy is still in there because it started to push the car right towards the ledge where they started to dangle for dear life, and the car goes over into the trees. But we focus over our attention to this guy over here, and while he was driving, he goes over an edge and gets stuck and ties this right to a tree, and this dinosaur is out here playing peekaboo with this nigga. And for some odd reason that this man can only explain, he is speaking English to a dinosaur.
You idiot. You're honestly an idiot. I don't know what's wrong with you. But your ego is pissing me.
And while he was climbing, trying to get back into his car, he slips, turns around just to see the same thing right next to him, and this thing really said, and spits its venom, giving this man blackface. And this man, while trying to go back into his car, bumps his head and falls, dropping what I'm finna guess is the samples. I might be wrong, but not gonna lie, it looks like a normal can. So hey, y'all tell me what the hell this is, because they literally focused on it for no apparent reason. And after he gets back into his car, I don't know how you didn't notice this nigga is right next to you. Dog, use your peripheral. Are you blind, my nigga? You mean to tell me you went into your car blindly? F wrong with him. And me personally, if you gave me a 1v1 with this dinosaur, I don't know why I'm thinking I'm actually finna win the fight. I don't know why. When I look at it, it's like, you know, I could probably beat this nigga. But we go back over to them, and my guy over here is trying to comfort the girl, telling her that he is not going to abandon them like that other nigga did. And after that, he goes over to the tree, starting to climb it to get the kid. And even after nearly facing death on their way down, he does successfully manage to get him down. And fast forward some time, and these two arrive looking for everybody, but they only manage to find my guy over here. The T-Rex arrives starting to chase them, but they do manage to escape. And we go back over to these three that are hiding on top of the tree away from the T-Rex. But while they were up there, they go to sleep, and we cut over to these two having an argument, and I want y'all to listen to her point.
We have control again.
You never had control. That's the illusion. I was overwhelmed by the power of this place.
And I was just like, yes, sir, she's really spitting, because come on, my dude, you don't have control. All of this happened because of one specific individual. Your son, by the way. And the worst case scenario is that this could have happened while y'all had lots of customers and people coming to the park. So just be grateful that it was only a few. But cut to the next day, and these three start to walk again. But while they were walking, they find eggs. They find eggs, meaning that they are breeding even without males. And I know some feminists are like, yay, we could do that too. Stop please. And it's actually no joke, the amount of people that I find that hate the opposite gender. Dog, at that point, just be gay. You know, you hate women, then date men. Oh, you hate men, then date women. Like, why are you hating the same gender that you date? It makes no sense, and it has to be rage bait, bruh, and I'm not gonna fall for it. But anyway, while they were walking, a group of these dinos start running right towards their direction, and they manage to hide under this tree. And when they start to look at them run away, a T-Rex comes out of nowhere and grabs one of them. And obviously it's the same one because there's only one T-Rex in this place. But obviously they still gotta keep it going because this thing is obviously right on their tail. And we cut over to this woman who gets to the place where she can finally turn on the power, but at the worst possible time, because these three managed to get to one of the fences and they have to climb over it. And mind you, she is busy trying to put on the power, which ends up electrocuting my boy, but he does live. Calm down. But when the power goes on, she celebrates in happiness, but a velociraptor comes out of nowhere trying to eat her booty. And my question to this lady is, what are you even doing? Because the gate is not even locked. She got so scared, her survival instincts malfunctioned. That is insane.
Come on, baby girl, let me just get a taste. I'm just trying to get in them cheeks. Is that such a bad thing? Let me open this gate up real quick. Where are you going? Where you going? You can't run from my love. I'm gonna find you, bitch. You gonna close the door on me, ho?
And we go over to this dude who is hunting one of the raptors, and this man has a clear shot of this thing, but just when he thought he won.
You think you gonna shoot my homeboy and get away with it, nigga? Nah, don't be shocked now. Get your ass over here.
And eats that man alive. And not gonna hold you, we can just skip over to the part where the raptor started to chase these niggas.
Bro, I swear to you, bro, I saw one of them go in here, bro. You can't be serious, bro. I don't smell nothing in here, bro. You tripping. Instead of complaining, why don't we check with your lame ass? Man, shut your bitch ass up, man. Hey, dog, you see that right there? I think that's a kid. Oh, I got your ass now. Oh no, don't close the door. I'm on you. Get over here. You must have forgot. I'm a predator, nigga. I eat kids too. Get your name. Oh, nigga, what the fuck? Was that a fucking door, nigga? My head.
And they managed to lock one of the raptors in a freezer with the other one still chasing them. And just when they finally reach the exit, another raptor comes out of nowhere, backing them up into a corner. But the T-Rex comes in clutch and starts to fight them off with them escaping. And the best possible way this movie could end is if y'all escape, which they did.
The whole generation. If it were up to me, I would drop an atomic bomb on the whole generation.
It's a mode trying to fuck me on the first link. Can we take it slow? I be running out the back by the time they at the door. How you go behind my back? You supposed to be my bro. Fucked this bitch last night, but that's why I didn't know. He thought it on my name, they ain't know that I would grow. Take a trip to get the drugs, every time it's for the low. Says he wants some new shoes, sweater, so she care about. Brody rode away.